What's up, YouTube? And welcome to Bend the Rules. I will be your host, Ben. I have a special guest today, Rico, and we're doing sports, what we both love. Tonight we're talking about playoffs, Chiefs and Steelers game, yesterday's game, and our Super Bowl predictions. So stay tuned. It's going to be a hell of a show. So, let's start the show off tonight by talking about tonight's game coming up here in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
We got the Chiefs versus the Steelers at home at Arrowhead for the Chiefs. What are your thoughts?
I'm a little nervous. I know we beat the Chiefs earlier this season, like 43-16, 43-19, something like that.
43-19.
But the Chiefs have one of the best defenses in the league.
Absolutely.
So it worries me because the Steelers tend to get a little nervous, I could say, or fall apart against a strong defense because obviously we have Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger, Bell. I mean, it's a great package. But if they can't capitalize and score against this great defense, we're going to be hurt. We're going to be struggling. So we need to make sure that we're going hard-nosed football, hitting hard, definitely staying focused, and no penalties. Cannot get those penalties. And I think we can come out with the victory.
I disagree. I'm going to bend the rules here already. He's biased, obviously. He's a Steelers fan.
Yes.
And got to give him props. I mean, die-hard Steelers fan since I've known him. Here's the thing. Alex Smith in the playoffs.
See, now, what about him makes him great? Why are they, what? What's your idea on this?
He's like Aaron Rodgers. A lot of people are going, oh, you're crazy to think he's like Aaron Rodgers. I'm not crazy. The Chiefs don't have that Super Bowl ring to prove that he's like Aaron Rodgers in that type of way. But
okay.
Since I've been watching football since the Aaron Rodgers era and Alex Smith moving from San Fran over to Kansas City.
Yep.
Smartest thing that was made in his career, being benched Colin Kaepernick out in San Francisco. Kansas City saw a lot of talent. That's besides the point. That's another day. That's another topic. What makes him special in the playoffs, Rico, is just look at the guy. He's mobile. Like Aaron Rodgers. I know everyone's, are you talking about Aaron Rodgers? You're talking about Alex Smith. I mean, I love to compare the two because they're similar. They're a bunch alike. Here's what I'm saying. The Chiefs have a strong defense, the best in the league, best left in the playoffs. And Alex Smith is very, very good. He's just good in the playoffs. Even though their team has never came out on top at home the last two times they've been there.
Right.
This year, I think it's something different. And especially playing the Steelers after they got their butts whooped 43-19.
Yeah.
You piss off the wrong coach, you piss off the wrong man, you got yourself a football game. You got yourself in a sloppy conditions tonight, which the Steelers are used to playing in. And
yes, they are.
In Pittsburgh, colder weather, rain, snow,
Heinz Field,
sleet,
baby.
Heinz Field, all that kind of crap happens there. Same within Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
The game was postponed to 8 o'clock or 8:20 due to weather. That's going to be a factor in tonight's game.
Yep.
I see Alex Smith running a little bit more.
Do you?
Hold my word to it.
Okay.
I see him. I see him out of the pocket a little bit more tonight with those fields. I haven't seen any pre-games or anything yet, tonight to see how the fields are. But from what I've heard, I mean, they're sloppy. I mean, ice, snow, rain, all that, and mixed onto artificial. I think they have artificial grass. I don't know if it's an actual turf field since it's outside, but I don't think it's real grass. But still, that can get sloppy.
I like the weather conditions, though. To me, it's better than a dome. I feel like it's going to be a true football game.
It's January football.
It's January football.
It's football.
If it rains, it snows, what have you, you play in that regardless. And I think that affects the game, and may the best team come on top. But the weather can,
play a huge factor.
It plays a huge factor, yeah. I mean, if you're trying to, run the ball solid and it's soaking wet, you're bound to slip or run a route and make the wrong cut and you slip. That's a game changer. I like that.
The three key players I'm looking for on the Steelers are the three Bs. Big Ben.
Yep.
Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell.
Yep.
Those guys were unstoppable against Miami. Granted, Miami's defense is not great.
Yeah.
I'm going to give my prediction for the game tonight. I take the Kansas City Chiefs 27, Steelers 20. That's my final score.
I'm going to have to go Steelers on top. I'd say about 21-17. Going to be a close game. Steelers with the victory.
Do you like them in overtime or that's it?
Said and done. 4 quarters.
Okay. I've heard some mixed feelings today on sports talks. People think it could go into overtime with the conditions. I mean, it could be a low, it could be a high-scoring game. I guess we'll tell here in a little bit.
Yep.
Moving on.
Okay.
Let's talk yesterday's games. You know, you had your Seahawks versus
Oh my gosh.
who the heck did they play?
Wait a minute.
Wow.
They
Seahawks
lost.
Yeah, they lost. Falcons.
Falcons. That's right.
Gosh, I told you guys this isn't going to be, straight statistical. It's bending the rules. I'm forgetful all the time. I don't even remember his name. What's your name? No, I'm kidding. Falcons, Seahawks. What the heck happened, Seahawks? What happened? Russell Wilson, what happened?
That's what I was so confused because they
Where were
were
you?
solid all year. Like, I mean, gonna be in the playoffs, like possible Super Bowl, and they fall apart. Like, what is that all about? I don't understand.
I don't get it, and I just. It's sad to say because I don't like the Seahawks at all. I don't really care for the Falcons. I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, unfortunately. We're going to the Super Bowl this year, actually.
Yeah,
1-15, first time in history. No, all jokes aside, but I don't know how to grasp and put this into words. That performance by Russell Wilson was awful. You have no help on the offensive line.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad for him.
He had horrible passes. He had some nice runs. They started out strong.
There was times where he shouldn't have passed in bounds. I mean, like getting an interception, he could have thrown it out of bounds or at least took a sack for a loss. But, throwing a pick, I mean, that's crucial.
Oh, yeah.
Crucial. And it just kills your morale.
It does.
Unbelievable.
Falcons, Dan Quinn, you're doing a hell of a job coaching that team, I don't know how to wrap this up. I mean, the Falcons look like a Super Bowl ready team. They're not in my predictions. Spoiler alert, sorry. But they're not in my Super Bowl predictions at all. But they're starting to look like a team. They're the number one offense in the league.
Yeah.
Patriots, Texans. We'll keep this short. Wow. Texans, Brock Osweiler. You looking at the money, boy. You ain't looking at the game.
That's unfortunate. I mean, it almost, in a like similar way, kind of like a Johnny Manziel situation, not so much everything, just more or less the money side.
Mm-hmm.
I think that when a player goes from playing his heart out to achieve something and getting no reward,
way more worth it.
money-wise, it's worth it and it's enjoyable. But then as soon as they see that dollar amount, something they've never been used to in their life, or maybe they have, it's just it can be a game changer if your mind is not ready for it. And if you let that get to you, if you become money hungry, then it can ruin a potential Hall of Fame player, and just boom, just ruin it for him.
I mean, look at Johnny Manziel. I know they're two different types of players.
I truly think he could have came out strong.
I mean, besides when we played the San Diego Chargers, I'm talking Browns here. I'm getting off topic real quick. The last one the Browns had was Johnny Manziel under center as a quarterback.
Yeah.
So what's that tell you? But hey, we're gonna finish this video up here. But before we go, we're gonna talk Super Bowl real quick.
Buddy.
I've said from day one of the playoffs, I like the Packers, I like the Patriots. Double P going at each other. I like Tom Brady as a quarterback and a man. I like Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback and a man. I think they're both great people on and off the field.
Yeah.
I'm going with Patriots versus Packers in the Super Bowl.
Mm.
Go Pack, go. They're winning the Super Bowl 24-17.
Oh, man.
24-17. Hold me accountable to it.
Well, I mean, I got a couple terrible towels here that just kind of go to show a Super Bowl team
Yeah.
coming through with the victory. Not one, not two, not three, but 6 times. The most in the NFL, if anybody wanted to know that or not. I don't know if you did.
No one wants to know that.
Most in the NFL. I got all these terrible towels here, all the Super Bowls, the original terrible towel. I believe, yes, it's biased, but also statistically speaking, Steelers are going to be in the Super Bowl. And I truly believe they're going to go against the Cowboys because of Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. Ohio State player, by the way.
Yeah.
Same with Shazier.
Yeah, buddy, we're from Ohio.
But Steelers coming out with victory over the Cowboys. I think that's going to be a little bit of a high-scoring game because those offenses are so strong. I'm going to take a gander and I'm going to throw out a 35-28 score. Steelers on top, 7th Super Bowl victory. Let's go.
And granted, we have no idea what's going on in the Cowboys-Packers game right now, so
Right,
we're just honestly going from our honest opinions of who we think is going to be in the Super Bowl. I could be right, he could be right, I could be wrong, he could be wrong.
True.
Or he could be right, I could be wrong, or I could be right and he could be wrong. I mean, there's so many different
No
ways.
idea what he just said. But.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like, and share this video if you want. More to come in the future. Again, always break the rules. I mean, always bend the rules.
Peace, baby.